Check. Check, 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 check. Sound check. Sound check. Ska, 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 ska. Ska, 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 ska. Ska, Genzora. Ska, sound check, Jen. Ska, 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 ska. Genzora. Genzora. Ska, 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 ska. It's the driver sensei. Driver sensei, sensei, sensei. Driver sensei, sensei, sensei. Sk, 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 sk. Hello, driver. Check. Check sound, check, 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 check sound, check, 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 check. Share it out, share it out. Ska, 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 ska. Sweetest sugar, sweetest sugar, 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 sugar. Sweet as sugar. I'm Scully, the author that reads to you. Infinite psychosis. Infinite psychosis. Infinite psychosis. Check. 23KC. Ska, ska, ska KC. Ska, 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 ska. Ska, 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 ska. 23KC. 23KC. KC. The Stock Explorer. Check. Ska, 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 ska. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's the #1 reading show on the planet. I'm here to soothe your mind. Oh yeah. Ska, 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 ska. The Jeff word. Ska, ska, ska. The Jeff word. It's the Jeff word. Ska, 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 ska. The Jeff word. Don't let me miss anybody. I see you, Bubbles, butterfly. Bubbles, butterfly. Sk, 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 sk. Van life with Gina. Van life with Gina. Hey, darling. Ska, Gina, ska, 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 ska. Ska, 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 ska. The driver sensei. Nest lover. Ska. Nest lover. Rosette Jim's aura. Rosette Jim's aura. Rosette Jim's aura. Hot Miss Missy. Hot Miss Missy. It's a mess of Missy. Check. Bubbles butterfly. It's partly cloudy, 420. Bill Guy 316. Bill Guy 316. Sound check. Chica, Miss T with the T. Miss T with the T. Ska, Miss T. Ska, 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 ska. I'm Scully, the author that reads to you. Ska, 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 ska. I see you, darling. Robin rocks. Back over there in the corner. Robin rocks. Check, Robin, test. Test, 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 test. Test, Robin, test. Don't let me miss anybody. Roxanne, 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 sin, sin. Roxanne. Ska, Roxanne, ska, 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 ska. Tongue clicking. Check. No, I took my seatbelt off, and my hands and head are in the ride. Rosette's chin's all right. Dodgy from down under. Welcome, Dodgy. Upstate craze, upstate craze, upstate craze. Sk, 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 sk. It's Kiki Kiki Kimmikins. It's Kiki Kiki Kimmikins. Kiki 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 Kimmikins. Give me ska, 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 ska. Gimme kids. Reyes, Reyes. Hey, Scully's here for it, bro. It's me, CeeLo Seeds. Check. Tonight we're gonna be reading something special for you. Sound check, 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 check. Ammo Junkie 530. Kiki, Kimmy, Kim. Ska, 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 ska. What did you do last night, Bubbles? I made a birdhouse and listened to Scully. I could possibly get locked up for that statement if people didn't know me. Kiki, Kimmy, Kims. Scudgeon, Scudgeon, Jen's aura. The Stock Explorer, check. TWP popcorn. TWP popcorn. Ska popcorn. Ska. The driver sensei. A little fish in the kitchen. A little fish in the kitchen. Check. Carry. Quite contrary. Nesluffer. CJ Canoy. CJ. Tonight, I'm gonna let you guys guess what we're reading, but we'll get into it in a minute. Right now, there's a little fish in the kitchen. Ska. Messy. It's Miss Muggs. Check, Miss Muggs. Great to see you, darling. I'm Scully, the author that reads to you. Books on tape with a twist. Ariel Williams. Hey, darling. One of my longtime fans, Ariel Williams. You guys, I can't thank you enough. Everything's going so great on the channel. We're very close to monetization. I put a watch hours playlist up on my homepage. If you guys get bored, hit that play all button and let's get Scully across that finish line. Art with Keely V. Check. It's my broski, Russell Snyder. Check, Russell, check. What we got? Scully's house. Kenneth Michael Pachor. Hey Kenneth. Scuss. You guys ready for a little reading tonight? It's Yang Abigail. Chanel says, hi, Russell Snyder. Check. Bottle caps. Scuss. Bottle caps. Looks like everybody's got their seatbelt on. Arturo does it all. It's Maggie's. It's Maggie's. Alright, you guys, sorry about that. I'm getting everything set. I want to do a great show for you guys. Check. Saw a couple people out there I recognized. Say hello to Finley River Kennels and Heavy Metal Chef. Two great supporters of mine. Of our wonderful community. And you might not believe where we are tonight. Check. Check, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the Scully Show. The #1 reading show on the planet. I'm your host, Scully, the author that reads to you. I read my novels and other works with sound effects and visuals that go along with the story. Tonight, we find ourselves on the exterior of a Savannah street in the day 1981. A feather floats through the air. The falling feather. The feather floats down toward the city below. The feather drops down toward the street below. As people walk past and cars drive by, and nearly lands on a man's shoulder. Check. Sk, 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 sk. He walks across the street, causing the feather to be whisked back on its journey. The feather floats above a stopped car. The car drives off right as the feather floats down toward the street. Oh, this wonderful chair. The feather floats under a passing car, then is sent flying back up in the air. A man sits on a bus bench. The feather floats above the ground and finally lands on the man's mud-soaked shoe. He reaches down and picks up the feather. His name is Forrest Gump. He looks at the feather oddly, moves aside a box of chocolates from an old suitcase, then opens the case. Inside the old suitcase are an assortment of clothes, a ping pong paddle, toothpaste, and other personal items. Forrest pulls out a book called Curious George. Then places the feather inside the book. A bus pulls up. Forrest remains on the bus bench as the bus continues on. A black woman in a nurse's outfit steps up and sits down at the bus bench next to Forrest. She begins to read a magazine as Forrest looks at her. Hello, my name's Forrest Gump. He opens a box of chocolates and holds it out for her. You want a chocolate? She shakes her head. a bit apprehensive about this strange man next to her. I could eat about 1.5 million of these. My mama always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Forrest eats a chocolate as he looks down at the nurse's shoes. Those must be comfortable shoes. I'll bet you could walk all day in the shoes like that and not feel a thing. I wish I had shoes like that. My feet hurt. Mama always says there's an awful lot you could tell about a person by their shoes, where they're going, where they've been. The black woman stares at Forrest as he looks down at his old shoes. I've worn lots of shoes. I bet if I think about it real hard, I could remember my first pair of shoes. Forrest closes his eyes tightly. Mama said they'd take me anywhere. Check. I wonder if I'm clipping. Am I clipping? Angela Critter. Angela. How's that audio level? A box of chocolates. The interior of a country doctor's office in Greenbow, Alabama, 1951. A little boy closes his eyes tightly. It is young Forrest Gump, and he sits in a doctor's office. She said they was my magic shoes. Perfect, says Jim. Forrest has been fitted with orthopedic shoes and metal leg braces. The doctor says, "All right, Forrest, you can open your eyes now. Let's take a little walk around." The doctor sets Forrest down on his feet. He walks around stiffly. His mother, Mrs. Gump, watches him as he clanks around the room awkwardly. How do those feel? His legs are strong. Mrs. Gump, as strong as I've ever seen him. But his back is as crooked as a politician. Forrest walks in the foreground past the doctor and Mrs. Gump. But we're going to straighten him right up now, won't we, Forrest? A loud thud is heard as outside Forrest falls. Forrest! Remember, we're down in Greenbow, Alabama. A black and white photo of General Nathan Bedford Forrest. Check. Skipping over that. Mama said that the forest part was to remind me that sometimes we all do things that, well, just make no sense. Mrs. Gump and Forrest walk along the sidewalk. Past the two old men, Mrs. Gump holds tightly on the Forrest's hand. Don't ever let anybody tell you they're better than you, Forrest. If God intended everybody to be the same, He'd have given us all braces on our legs. Mama always had a way of explaining things so I could understand them. We're at the exterior of the Oak Alley, the Gump boarding house. Mrs. Gump and Forrest walk along a dirt road. A row of mailboxes stands left. We lived about a quarter mile on Route 17, about a half a mile from the town of Greenbow, Alabama. That's in the county of Greenbow. Our house had been in Mama's family since her grandpa's grandpa had come across the ocean about 1,000 years ago. Something like that. Mrs. Gump and Forrest walked along the Gump boarding house driveway. Since it was just me and Mama and we had all these empty rooms, Mama decided to let those rooms out, mostly to people passing through, like from, Mobile, Montgomery, place like that. The interior of the elementary school. In the principal's office, the principal's office, the principal's office. You boys different, Mrs. Gump. Now, his IQ 75. We're all different, Miss Hancock. Fucking chair. Check. The exterior of the Gump boarding house. Forrest sits on a swing outside the house. Loud organic male grunts are heard coming from inside the house. He sits on the swing as the grunts continue. The principal steps out of the Gump house and wipes the sweat from his face. Forrest is sitting on the porch. Well, your mom sure does care about your schooling, son. The principal wipes the sweat from his neck, then looks back to Forrest. You don't say much, do you? Forrest grunts, imitating him. The principal, embarrassed, turns and walks away. Mrs. Gump reads from the book Curious George as Forrest sits on the bed and listens. Finally, he had to try. It looked easy, but what happened? First there, Mama, what's vacation mean? Vacation? Where Daddy went. Vacation's where you go somewhere and you don't ever come back. Forrest lies down on the bed and looks up. Anyway, I guess you could say me and Mama was on our own. Sometimes we had so many people staying with us that every room was filled with travelers. You know, folks living out of their suitcases and hat cases and sample cases. We fade down to the exterior of Greenbow at night. Sk, 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 sk. Mrs. Gump and Forrest walk along the sidewalk. A television inside a store window reveals Elvis Presley as he performs Hound Dog on stage. Miss Gump and Forrest watch the television. Elvis dances around in the same manner Forrest did. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. Sk, 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 sk. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit. You ain't no friend of mine. Shit. Some years later, that handsome young man who they called the king, well, he sung too many songs, had himself a heart attack or something. How's that going for you guys? Sorry if I missed everybody out there. Not knowing anybody. Check, 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 check. is still sitting on the bus bench. The black nurse looks at him. Must be hard being a king. You know, it's funny how you remember some things, but some things you can't. We're on the exterior of a country road in Alabama. Mrs. Gump and Forrest wait for the school bus. The bus pulls up as Mrs. Gump prepares Forrest for his first day of school. You do your best now, Forrest. I sure will, Mama. I remember the bus ride on the first day of school very well. The bus driver opens the door and looks down. Forrest walks to the steps of the bus and looks at the bus driver. She is smoking a cigarette. Are you coming along? Mama said not to be taking rides from strangers.
This is the bus to school.
I'm Forrest Gump.
I'm Dorothy Harris.
Well, now we ain't strangers anymore. Forrest steps up onto the bus. Mrs. Gump waves to Forrest as the bus drives away. He begins to walk down the aisle. Two young boys look up from the seat.
The seat's taken. It's taken.
He looks around. Large girl slides over so Forrest can sit next to her. She shakes her head. Forrest looks to the other side where a boy sits alone on a large seat.
You can't sit here either.
You know, it's funny what a young man recollects. 'Cause I don't remember being born. I don't recall what I got my first Christmas. And I don't know when I met and went on my first outdoor picnic. But I do remember the first time I heard the sweetest voice in the wide world. You can sit here if you want. I had never seen anything so beautiful in my life. She was like an angel. Well, are you gonna sit down or aren't you? Forrest sits down next to Jenny. What's wrong with your legs? Nothing at all, thank you. My legs are just fine and dandy. I just sat next to her on that bus and had conversation all the way to school. Then why do you have those shoes on? My mama said my back's crooked like a question mark. These are going to make me as straight as an arrow. They're my magic shoes. And next to mama, never talk to me or ask me questions. Are you stupid or something? Mama says stupid as that stupid does. Sure. Jean puts her hand out toward Forrest. Forrest reaches over and shakes her hand. I'm Jenny. I'm Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump. From that day on, we was always together. Jenny and me was like peas and carrots. She taught me how to climb. Come on, Forrest, you can do it. I showed her how to dangle. She helped me learn how to read. And I showed her how to swing. It's the Scully Show. Angela Critter. Bubbles Butterfly. It's Chris Kale. It's Chris Kale. Aloha's vlog. Aloha's vlog. Check Dagan Hills. Bros at Jensal. Deidre Baker. Kiki Kimmy Kims. Finley Ripper Kennels. How's everybody doing out there tonight? I'm your host, Scully, the author that reads to you. Kenneth Michael Pachorek. Kenneth Michael Pachorek. It's Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump. There we go. Check everybody. Sorry if I missed anybody out there. Everything okay out there in La La Land? Finley River Kennels. Finley, Angela Critters. Angela Critters. Angela Critters. Critters. Kiki, gimme keys. Kiki, gimme keys. Bubbles, butterfly. Bubbles, butterfly. Rosette, Gensara. Who else still out there was I gonna say? A little fish in the kitchen. Yeah, we're not reading the whole thing. We're not reading it word for word. It's ridiculous. Oh, they're quick. Check. Scully, you're doing awesome tonight. It's all good. They are to road. Angela Critters. Bubbles. I think it's the host, to be honest. You have a great stream with great people with an amazing host. Kenneth Michael Pachorik. Check, Roxanne. Good night, Roxanne. Does it all. Bill God 316. Bill God 316. It's Mac Eats. Mac Eats. Mac Eats. Finley River Kennels. Meet Kiki Kimmy Kins. Bubbles Butterfly. Rosette Gensara. Ness Lover. Check Dagon Hills. Check. Aloha's blogs. Aloha. Sometimes we just sit out and wait for the stars. Just stay a little longer for us. For some reason, Jenny never wanted to go home. Okay, Jenny, I'll stay. She was my most special friend. My only friend. Forrest continues talking to the black woman. She doesn't seem to be listening as she reads her magazine. Now, my mama always told me that miracles happen every day. Some people don't think so, but they do. Forrest begins to run faster with his braces on. Forrest continues running as the boys chase him. Blood drips down from a cut on his head. The boys on the bikes are gaining on Forrest. Forrest hobbles along. He begins to gain speed. Run, Forrest, run! Slow motion. Forrest running from the chasing room, looking over his shoulder in fear. The boys on the bikes pedal faster as they gain on Forrest. He tries to run even faster. Suddenly his braces shatter, sending steel and plastic flying into the air. He runs and looks down at his legs in surprise. He continues to run faster as the metal braces and straps fly off his legs. Now you wouldn't believe it if I told you, but I can run like the wind blows. From that day on, I was going somewhere. I was running. Forrest looks around the field. He notices Jenny and runs toward her. Jenny, why didn't you come to school today? Shh, Daddy's taking a nap. Jenny grabs Forrest's hand and runs into the field. Jenny's dad is drunk. Steps out onto the porch and shouts, "Jenny! Jenny! Where'd you run to, girl? You better come back here, girl. Come on, Forrest." Jenny's dad steps out toward the field. Jenny leads Forrest into the thick tobacco field. "Where you at, girl?" He steps out toward the field. Jenny leads Forrest into the thick. Jenny drops to her knees and pulls Forrest down with her. here with me, Forrest. Pray with me. Jenny! Dear God, make me a bird so I can fly away. Far, far away from here. Dear God, make me a bird so I can fly. Mama always said that God is mysterious. He didn't turn Jenny into a bird that day. Police officer. Check, 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 check. Jenny's grandmother meets Jenny outside and leads her toward the trailer. He had the police say Jenny did not have to stay in that house no more. She went to live with her grandma just over on Creekmore Avenue. Some nights, Jenny'd sneak out and come over to my house just 'cause she said she was scared. Scared of what? I don't know. Group of assistant coaches sit around him, as well as the high school football coach. The quarterback throws the ball into the air. Forrest runs past the quarterback. The receiver catches the ball. Forrest runs past the receiver as the opposing player tackles the stunned receiver. Who in the hell is that? There's Forrest Gump. And can you believe it? I got to go to college too. Scuss. Run, Forrest, run. Check. Some of the Alabama policemen and citizens clap their hands as the National Guardsmen stand at attention with their weapons in front of them. Forrest walks through the crowd. Governor Wallace waving to the crowd as he stands behind a podium with his wife. A few years later, that angry little man at the schoolhouse door thought it would be a good idea and ran for president. Governor Wallace mingling in a crowd. Gunshots. Wallace lies wounded on the ground. But somebody thought that it wasn't. Forrest sits on the bench as the black woman looks at him. A white woman with a bay sits left. But he did not die. A bus pulls up to the bus stop. The black woman looks down at her watch. My bus is here. Is it the number 9? No, it's the number 4. It was nice talking to you. The white woman looks at him. I remember when that happened, when Wallace got shot. I was in college. Did you go to a girls' college or to a girls and boys together college? It was co-ed. 'Cause Jenny went to a college I couldn't go to. It was a college just for girls. Forrest sits outside Jenny's dorm in the rain. But I will go and visit her every chance I got. The car pulls up. Song is heard from the radio. Forrest is holding a box of chocolates. Two people inside the car begin to kiss and embrace each other. Jenny is inside the car with a boy. She leans back against the passenger side door as they struggle to get comfortable. Forrest, stop. Jesus. What are you doing? He was hurting you, Jenny. Jenny's date check. Jenny's date named Billy gets out of the car angrily. What the hell's going on here? Later in the day, Jenny and Forrest sneak to Jenny's dorm. Is this your room? Shh. Jenny unlocks the door and they step inside. Jenny pulls a robe off of her sleeping roommate's bed. Jenny hands the robe to Forrest. Do you ever dream, Forrest, about who you're gonna be? Who I'm gonna be? Yeah. Aren't I going to be me? Well, you'll always be you, just another kind of you. You know, I want to be famous. Jenny picks up a towel, then walks back toward Forrest. I want to be a singer like Joan Baez. I just want to be an empty stage with my guitar. My voice, just me. Jenny takes off her slip, sits on the bed next to him. She is only, she is only wearing her bra and panties. Forrest looks at Jenny like he's never seen a woman in her underwear before. And I want to just reach people on a personal level. I want to be able to say things just one to one. Have you ever been with a girl, Forrest? I sit next to them in my home economics class all the time. Shit. Let's see. Roll call. Scully's House of Thrillers. Bubbles Butterfly. I am listening until I have to go. Rosie Chancellor. We got out there gimme cans. I wonder how long this is. Hey, Big Tim. Big Tim. God, we trust. Check, Big Tim. Gimme cans. Let's skip past that. Bubba moves his case over, making room for Forrest to sit down. You can sit down if you want to. I didn't know who I might meet or what they might ask. You ever been on a real shrimp boat? No, but I've been on a real big boat. I'm talking about a shrimp catching boat. I've been working on shrimp boats all my life. I started out my uncle's boat. That's my mother's brother. When I was about maybe 9, I was just looking into buying a boat of my own and got drafted. My given name is Benjamin Buford Blue. People call me Bubba, just like one of them redneck boys. Can you believe that? My name's Forrest Gump. People call me Forrest Gump. So Bubba was from Bayou La Batre, Alabama, and his mama cooked shrimp. Bubba's grandmother carries a bowl of shrimp into a dining room. She sets it down on the table in front of a wealthy white man. And her mama, before her mama, cooked shrimp too. Bubba's family knew everything. Everything there was to know about the shrimping business. I knew everything about there is to know about the shrimping business. Matter of fact, I'm going into the shrimping business for myself after I get out the army. Okay. A drill sergeant is in Forrest's face as Forrest stands in line with the other recruits. Gump, what's your sole purpose in this army? To do whatever you tell me, drill sergeant. God damn it, Gump. You're like a goddamn genius. That's the most outstanding answer I've ever heard. You must have a goddamn IQ of 160. You're a goddamn gifted Private Gump. The drill sergeant moves down the line to the next man. Listen up, people. Now, for some reason, I fit into the army like one of them round pegs. It's not really that hard. You just make your bed real neat and remember to stand up straight. The recruits are sitting at the base of their bunks, assembling their rifles. Bubba speaks to Forrest. What you do is you just drag your nets across the bottom. On a good day, you can catch over 100 pounds of shrimp if everything goes all right. 2 men shrimp in 10 hours, less what you spend on gas. You can. Forrest finishes assembling his rifle as the other recruits are still working on theirs. Why did you put that weapon together so quickly, Gump? You told me to, drill sergeant. Anyway, like I was saying, shrimp is the fruit of the sea. You can barbecue it, you can boil it, broil it, bake it, saute it. There are shrimp kebab, shrimp creole, shrimp gumbo, pan fried, deep fried, stir fried. There's pineapple shrimp, lemon shrimp, coconut shrimp, pepper shrimp. Shrimp soup, shrimp stew, shrimp salad, shrimp and potatoes, shrimp burger, shrimp sandwich. That's about it. The shadow of a helicopter over the rice field below. A soldier is manning a gun from inside the helicopter. The soldier looks left. Forrest and Bubba ride in the helicopter. Bubba and Forrest jump out of the helicopter with their gear and they walk and look around oddly. Now, they told us that Vietnam was going to be very different from the United States of America. Except for all the beer cans and the barbecue, it was. Forrest, Bubba, and the other soldiers in the 4th platoon walk across the rice field. Some Vietnamese rice farmers are working as the soldiers walk past. I got to see a lot of the countryside. We would take these real long walks. Another day, the platoon walks through a rice paddy, wades deep in the water. It begins to rain. One day it started raining and it didn't quit for 4 months. Forrest looks up as the sun suddenly appears. His platoon is attacked. A bullet kills the soldier standing next to Forrest. Bombs exploding all around them as they scramble to the ground. Rockets explode all around the field. Forrest runs into the jungle. Something moves. It's Bubba. And on my way back to find Bubba, well, there was this boy laying on the ground. Forrest reaches down and picks up text from the ground. I just couldn't let him lay there, so I grabbed him up and run him out of there. Forrest trips over something and falls to the ground. He looks up to find two bloody legs. It is Lieutenant Dan, who is wounded. That's right, he saves them all. Forrest runs through the jungle searching for Bubba. Forrest. Bubba. I'm okay. Oh, Bubba, no. No, I'm gonna be alright. Come here. I'm okay, Forrest, I'm alright. The roar of approaching planes is deafening. Forrest looks up in fear. 3 planes dive down toward the jungle. They fire napalm as the jungle explodes with massive fireballs. Forrest runs, carrying Bubba, the fireballs exploding behind him. The entire jungle area is in flames as Forrest runs. Can anybody explain that? Like 700-800 people in here watching. Y'all see that? Welcome to the house of thrillers. I'm Scully, the author that reads to you. Hey, Bubba. Hey, Forrest. Forrest, what has happened? You got shot. Bubba said something I won't ever forget. I want to go home. Bubba was my best good friend, and I even know that I ain't something you can find just around the corner. Bubba was gonna be a shrimping boat captain, but instead he died right there by that river in Vietnam. At the bus station, Forrest continues with his life story. A man is sitting next to Forrest on the bus bench. That's all I have to say about that. It was a bullet, wasn't it? A bullet that jumped up and bit you. Oh yes, sir. Bit me directly in the buttocks. They say it was $1 million wound, but the army must keep that money. 'Cause I still ain't seen a nickel of that $1 million. Forrest holds 2 ice cream cones in his hands as he is wheeled on a rolling stretcher. The wounded ping pong player hands Forrest a paddle. Forrest and the wounded ping pong player step toward the ping pong table. For some reason, ping pong came very easy to me. Chick. Now you listen to me, Gump. We all have a destiny. Nothing just happens. It's all part of a plan. I should have died out there with my men. But now, I'm nothing but a goddamn cripple. A legless freak. Look at me. Do you know what it's like not to be able to use your legs? Well, yes, sir, I do. Did you hear what I said, Gump? You cheated me. I had a destiny. You're still Lieutenant Dan. Lieutenant Dan looks at Forrest. He lets go and rolls. Forrest plays ping pong by himself. Two weeks later, I left Vietnam. Color footage revealing President Johnson as he places the award around Forrest's neck and shakes hands. I understand you were wounded. Where were you hit, son? In the buttocks, sir. Oh, that must be a sight. The interior of the barber shop. The television revealing Forrest as he drops his pants, bends over and shows the bullet wound on his bare buttocks. Dang, son. After that, Mama went to the hotel to lay down. So I went out to see our national capital. Mama always said life was like a box of chocolates. A box of chocolates. Sk, 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 sk. Sk, 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 sk. Oh, we can see it. We can see it. Forrest jumps down into the crowd and runs. Jenny smiles as she tries to run through the water. The crowd parts as Forrest runs into the pool. Jenny rushes toward him. Jenny stands in the rain, hitchhiking. A car pulls over to pick her up. Jenny and other girls get into the car. She told me about all the traveling she do. The hippie gives Jenny a sugar cube of acid as they sit in the front of a roaring fire. Sk, 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 sk. And how she discovered ways to expand her mind and learn how to live in harmony. Jenny carries a backpack as she prepares to board a bus back to Berkeley. I wish you wouldn't go, Jenny. I have to, Forrest. You know what I think? I think you should go home to Greenbow, Alabama. Forrest, we have very different lives, you know. Forrest looks down at Jenny. He pulls his Medal of Honor from around his neck. I want you to have this. Forrest, I can't keep this. I got it just by doing what you told me to do. Why are you so good to me? You're my girl. I'll always be your girl. Wesley waits for Jenny. Jenny turns and walks up to Wesley. They walk toward the entrance of the bus. Forrest smiles at Jenny as he looks at her. He gives Wesley the evil eye. And just like that, she was gone out of my life again. Wow, what a screenplay, you guys. Can't imagine what went into the production of this film. I can't imagine that most people know this story anyway. But y'all give me like 1 minute. Forrest paints a name on the side of his boat. The name is Jenny. The most beautiful name in the whole wide world. Disco lights flashing and people dancing, and a guy asking a girl to dance. Jenny's sitting at a table with some other people. She is snorting cocaine. Now, I hadn't heard from Jenny in a long while, but exterior of Bayou La Batre in the day. Forrest stands at the helm as the boat glides across the water. But I thought about her a lot, and I hope that whatever he was doing made her happy. Of an apartment at night. Drug paraphernalia and a large wad of cash are spread out on a table. A man drops a syringe. He reaches over and touches Jenny. She is pale with dark lines under her eyes. Jenny smears some lines of cocaine on the mirror. She looks at herself in the mirror. Jenny steps out onto the high-rise balcony. She steps up on the table and stands on the edge of the balcony. A busy street lies many stories below. She slips over the edge, regains her balance, turns and looks back at the intersection below, and then begins to get down from the edge. Jenny grabs a hold of the ledge and carefully climbs down. She sits down on a chair, rocks back and forth as she cries. She looks up at the sky. Exterior Bayou La Batre, Forrest's boat. The moon shines above in the sky. I thought about Jenny all the time. Forrest stands at the helm of his boat and slowly glides by the docks. He looks around and notices something and bends down to get a clear view. Lieutenant Dan, what are you doing here? Well, I thought I'd try out my sea legs. Well, you no legs, Lieutenant Dan. Well, to see this for myself. And I told you if you were ever a shrimp boat captain, that I'd be your first mate. Well, here I am. I'm a man of my word. Okay. Yeah, but don't you be thinking that I'm gonna be calling you sir. No, sir. Forrest boats glide by, crushing a dock. Forrest and Lieutenant Dan look at it. That's my boat. The man sitting on the bench listens to Forrest. Hold on there, boy. Are you telling me you're the owner of the Bubba Gump Shrimp Corporation? Yes, sir. We got more money than Davy Crockett. Forrest and Lieutenant Dan are working on the boat. Forrest, I never thank you for saving my life. Forrest looks a little surprised. Lieutenant Dan smiles, then looks away. Lieutenant Dan pulls himself out of his chair to the railing and jumps into the water. He never actually said so, but I think he made his peace with God. Exterior of the road, Gump House at day. Forrest carries a suitcase as he runs down the road. Forrest runs past a row of mailboxes and turns into the drive. Louise and others are on the front porch. Where's Mama? She's upstairs, Forrest. Fading up and down and into the interior of the Gump House to the woman's bedroom. Forrest opens the door. The doctor stands next to Mrs. Gump in bed. Hi, Forrest. Doctor says, I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, all right. The doctor looks down at Forrest's legs. We sure got you straightened out, huh, boy? The doctor leaves and closes the door. Forrest takes off his hat and steps over to her. What's the matter, Mama? I'm dying, Forrest. Come on in, sit down over here. Why are you dying, Mama? It's my time. It's just my time. Oh, now, don't you be afraid, sweetheart. Death is just part of life. It's something we're all destined to do. I didn't know it, but I was destined to be your mama. I did the best I could. You did good, Mama. You're gonna have to figure that out for yourself. Life is like a box of chocolates, Forrest. You never know what you're gonna get. Mama always had a way of explaining things so I could understand them. I will miss you, Forrest. She had got the cancer and died on a Tuesday. I bought her a new hat with little flowers on it. The exterior of the bus stop. Present. The elderly woman in Forrest sit. The woman is crying and wipes her eyes with a hanky. And that's all I have to say about that. Bus stops. Forrest looks at the elderly woman. Didn't you say you were waiting on the number 7 bus? There'll be another one along shortly. Forrest looks down the road as he steps onto the porch. But at night time, when there was nothing to do and the house was all empty, I'd always think of Jenny. Jimmy's image walks, then vanishes. Forrest looks away, turns and walks into the house. The exterior of the Gump house at day. Jenny walks across the lawn to Forrest. And then she was there. Hello, Forrest. Hello, Jenny. Jenny came back and stayed with me. Every day we take a walk, and I chaperone like a monkey in a tree. Forrest lies in his bed as the door opens. Jenny gets into the bed next to Forrest. Jenny, Forrest, I do love you. They kiss. Jenny takes off her nightgown as they make love. Exterior of the Gump house in the morning. Jenny carries her purse and walks toward a waiting cab. Forrest is running along the highway, running down a road between fields of weed, a mountain river, cobblestone bridges, and rocky mountains. The TV shows Forrest running across a bridge that reads Mississippi River. Check. The exterior of the bus stop. Forrest takes the letter out of his pocket. Why, you don't need to take a bus. Henry Street is just 5 or 6 blocks down that way. Down that way. Down that way. The interior of Jenny's apartment. Jenny opens the door. Hey, Forrest. How you doing? Hi. Come in. I got your letter. Oh, I was wondering about that. Is this your house? Yeah, it's pretty messy right now. I just got off work. It's nice. You got air conditioning. Jenny picks up a scrapbook and turns the pages. Hey, I kept a scrapbook of your clippings and everything. There you are. I got you running. I ran a long way, Jenny. There, listen, Forrest, I don't know how to say this. I just want to apologize for anything that I ever did to you. 'Cause I was messed up for a long time. There is a knock at the door. Lynn Marie enters as she opens the door. Jenny grabs a young boy. Check. The little boy runs into the other room and picks up a TV remote control. You're a mama, Jenny. I'm a mama. His name is Forrest. Like me. I named him after his daddy. He got a daddy named Forrest. You're his daddy, Forrest. Forrest continues to stare at Forrest Jr. He then looks frightened and starts to back away. Hey, Forrest, look at me. Look at me, Forrest. There's nothing you need to do, okay? You didn't do anything wrong, okay? Jenny turns and looks at Forrest Jr. Isn't he beautiful? He's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. But is he smart? Or is he? He's very smart. He's one of the smartest in his class. Forrest breathes deep. It's okay, Forrest. Go talk to him. Forrest walks into the room and sits down next to Forrest Jr. Sesame Street is on the TV. The exterior of the Gump house that day. A group is gathered on the lawn for the wedding. Luis walks up to Forrest. Forrest, it's time to start. Lieutenant Dan is walking across the lawn. He uses a cane. A woman is walking next to him. Lieutenant Dan. Lieutenant Dan. Hello, Forrest. You got new legs. New legs. Yeah, I got new legs. Custom made titanium alloy. It's what they used on the space shuttle. Magic legs. This is my fiancée, Susan. Lieutenant Dan. Hi, Forrest. Lieutenant Dan, this is my Jenny. Hey, it's nice to meet you. Forrest stands under the old oak tree where Jenny has been buried. And I placed you here under our tree. And I had that house of your father's bulldozed to the ground. I love you, Jenny. Forrest looks down as he sobs. Every day I make sure he combs his hair and brushes his teeth every day, teaching him how to play ping pong. Forrest and Forrest Jr. sit on a log by the river and fish. We fish a lot. Forrest looks down at the grave marker. And every night we read a book. He's so smart, Jenny. You'd be so proud of him. I am. He wrote a letter, and he says I can't read it. I'm not supposed to. So I'll just leave it here for you. I miss you, Jenny. If there's anything you need, I won't be far away. Forrest walks with Forrest Jr. for the bus. The bus drives toward them. Here's your bus, okay? He pulls out Curious George for Forrest Jr.'s backpack. Forrest looks at the book. The feather from the beginning of the movie drops out of the book unnoticed. Forrest Jr. looks into the bus at the bus driver. It is the same bus driver, only older now. Forrest Jr. looks over and waves to his father. Forrest nods approvingly. A gust of wind picks the feather up. The feather floats up into the air. Forrest sits at the side of the road. The feather floats higher into the air. Soars up into the sky and travels up and down and then covers the camera lens. The end. I'd like to thank you guys for coming out tonight. I'm Scully, the author that reads to you. Bubbles, butterfly. Finley River Kennels and Gents Aura. Gents Aura. Michelle Gorgeous. Michelle Gorgeous. Gorgeous. 23 KC. The driver sensei. The driver sensei. Driver. A little fish in the kitchen. Well, all right. Well, okay. It's the Scully Show, the #1 reading show on the planet. That was Forrest Gump. The driver sensei. The driver sensei. The driver sensei. The driver sensei. 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 Bubbles butterfly. Bubbles butterfly. Bubbles butterfly. Sk 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 sk. Bubbles butterfly. Fly 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 fly. Michelle gorgeous. Michelle gorgeous. Sk 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 sk. Mini loca. Mini loca. Mini loca. 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 Sk 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 sk. Test. Mini test. Mini loca. 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 Mini loca. Jason Ledesma, Jason Ledesma, Jason Ledesma. Dagon Hills, Hills, Hills. Sk 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 sk. Dagon Hills. Benny Loco. Oh my, what a trip. I had to stand up, I was sitting there all stoved up. Yeah, it was cool watching Scully get almost 900 people watching. Don't know what that was all about. Scudging, Scud. A nice little crowd out here anyway. The usual suspects. Benny Loco, Benny Loco, Benny Loco. Love you, Scully, Bubbles, Butterfly. Well. Benny, who we got out there? Come on, driver sensei. You. Sometimes we like to sit back and listen while working. The driver sensei. I love you guys so much. Again, if you guys can help out and run my Watch Hours playlist, I'll give you guys an update this week where we're at on Watch Hours. I don't know where Swedish Sugar went, but I do appreciate you, darling. Maybe you fell asleep. Brosette, Genzora, Benny Loco. Love you guys. Thank you for all of your help. Dagan Hills, you have a great evening. Looking forward to your next video, brother. Yeah, run that playlist for me, family. I'm getting pretty close. Been scared to look. Yeah, so what's next? Probably take a day or two off from making videos and start catching up on some content. I've been running some playlists myself if you guys need help out there. Anyway. 720p. That's probably my phone running out. Let's see something here. How was that tonight? Yes, no? Pretty good? Above average? Great? Sucked. 720p. Jen, I think we need 3,000 more. Yeah, you like that, Bubbles? I was going to read Anne Frank in Frank's house, but I chose Forrest Gump. Check. Jen, don't forget to watch your video again tonight. If you guys got any requests for readings or looking to get some kind of channel trailer made or anything really. It was awesome, Scully. I'll be watching your older videos this week. A little fish in the kitchen. Thank you. I guess we'll call it an evening. I think my body's about had it, and we've been here for 3 hours. I hope you guys enjoyed it, got a few brain tingles. I hope the story was fulfilling for you. I love you guys. I'm Scully, the author that reads to you. Yes, and Frank. Check, driver's inside. You guys, y'all have a good evening, and we will see you on the other side.